going on YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Double Dribble. Before we get in the video, I just want to quickly say, if you're a fan of basketball, whether it be high school, college, or the NBA, make sure you hit the subscribe button, join the conversation. We love to interact with you guys in the comments section down below. Make sure to like the one on this video, and make sure you share it with a friend, and let's get right in the video. So today I want to be talking about Shareef O'Neal. I'm sure most of you guys know who he is, the son of Shaq, and I just want to talk about how I think that next year will be Shareef O'Neal's year and how he will, explode next year at LSU. Sorry, not UCLA anymore. At LSU, and I think he's gonna have a great year next year and enter the draft maybe. He does have a couple years left of eligibility, but I think next year he's gonna explode and be one of the top players, in college basketball. Quickly, I just want to talk about Shareef, some of his background. And some of his recent stats, or his career stats in college. His freshman year at UCLA in 2019-2020, he played in 13 games, averaged 10 minutes a game. He only scored 2.2 points per game, 32% from the field and 33% from three. He also only shot 47% from the free throw line while having 2.9 rebounds and 0.2 assists and 0.2 blocks with 0.3 steals. So didn't have a great freshman year at UCLA. Unfortunately after that he had the whole heart surgery situation. I'm glad he recovered from that and made it through that. Then going into his sophomore year, he decides to transfer to LSU, where his dad Shaq played at, and try to continue to live on that legacy of the O'Neals at LSU. And unfortunately, he didn't have the best year in his sophomore year, his first year at LSU. He only averaged 2.8 points per game. He shot 37% from the field, 18% from three, and 50% from the free throw line. He did give them 4.4 rebounds per game, so that was pretty good. But he also averaged 0 assists on the season. It says 0.0 here on ESPN, so I'm not sure if he literally had 0 assists all season. I would assume that's what it means, or that's what they're showing. So kind of had a lackluster year at LSU. His first year there, his sophomore year, due to COVID, this year I don't believe counted for. Well, it didn't count for eligibility, so he will still have 3 years of eligibility left if he so chose to use all of those 3 years at LSU. But really, I just want to talk about how I think next year will be his year and his time to explode in college basketball, and then take his talents to the pros. I think last year at LSU, he honestly, in my opinion, I really don't think he was 100% back from his heart surgery. I know he was telling everyone that he was 100%, didn't want to make excuses or use his heart surgery as an excuse. But I don't think he was 100%. Also, along with that, you had the whole COVID situation. The year was just weird due to COVID. He only played in 10 games, didn't have a whole lot of opportunities, only played 14 minutes a game. And last year was just a really weird year. His new school, new system, new teammates, new coaches, everything like that. And I think last year was just a down year, and not one that we should really be using to judge Shareef O'Neal on. And now let's really talk about why I think that next year will be his year, and his time to explode in college basketball. So when you look at Shareef O'Neal, just looking by watch some of these highlights here of him in the Drew League. This is before his heart surgery and after his freshman year at UCLA. He is dunking on people, super athletic, handling the ball, knocking down shots, just making highlight play after highlight play really. And I think that's the type of player that we're going to see from Shareef O'Neal next year. I think that, like I already mentioned, last year was just a down year. I don't think he was 100% healthy or back to his normal self from the heart surgery, and last year was just weird due to COVID. But really, when you look at Shareef, I mean, he's 6'10", 225 pounds. He's pretty much a small forward at 6'10". He can shoot the ball. I know he can shoot the ball a lot better than 18% from three. He can really, he can post up smaller players. He can, finish at the rim. He's super athletic, finish above the rim. He is pretty crafty when he has to be, around the rim. Can finish with both hands. and just really these highlights that you're seeing from him in the Drew League is the type of player that he was in high school, type of player that he can be now, at the college level, and then taking it to the pros, to the NBA, or wherever he chooses to be. But I think really the ultimate goal or destination for Shareef O'Neal is the NBA. Just watching him, maybe not so necessarily the shooting, but I just kind of see a lot of Michael Porter Jr. in him. Just kind of the way he moves, the 6'10", lanky guy, not super strong, but just tall, super athletic, super long arms. I think Shareef can shoot the ball a little bit. Like I said, he's better than 18% that he shot in his first year here at LSU. I don't think he can shoot it quite as well as Michael Porter Jr., but just really, I just kind of get those vibes from him, just from, like I said, the way they kind of play on the court, how they're both 6'10", 6'11", however tall Michael Porter Jr. is. Not super strong, just lanky, super athletic, can finish above the rim, can post up smaller guards, and can score in just a variety of ways. So like I'd already talked about, last year's a weird year. I think this next year at LSU, he's really going to find his groove, figure out how he needs to play in order to be effective at the college level, how he needs to play to be effective at LSU, learn his coach's system some more, build some better chemistry with his teammates, and I'm sure he's been putting in a ton of work since the end of last season. Over this summer, he's going to be grinding, I know. And I really believe next year's Shareef O'Neal's time. I'm a huge fan of him. I think that he can be a good player. I like those tall, lanky guys that can score in a variety of ways, are athletic and finish above the rim, different things like that. So I'm a fan of Shareef O'Neal. I think next year is going to be his time. He's going to explode at LSU, and then enter the draft, be one of the best players in college basketball. So when that's happening next year, make sure you come check out this video and say that I called it, way before it happened. But leave your thoughts down in the comment section down below about Shareef O'Neal. Do you think I'm crazy with this, or if he is going to figure it out next year and he's going to explode and be one of the top players in college basketball? I'll leave that all in the comment section down below. Hit the subscribe button on this channel, hit the like button, share with a friend, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.